movie sketch artists, you know. What do you look like?
I think Comedy Central actually put that together, so thank you to Comedy Central for supporting the show. All right, we're going to do Q&A as usual, and also a special surprise a little later. Before we begin, I like to always at these panels ask our cast members what exciting things they are up to give you guys some material to ask questions about. Why don't we just go down the line? We'll start with Katie. Go down the line, tell us a little about what you're up to, not necessarily in Futurama, but other shows, other things at Comic-Con, whatever you think.
Well, I am, along with recording the voice of Leela, I'm also in the middle of shooting season 4 of Sons of Anarchy. We'll be here tomorrow for a panel at 3:30 if you want to drop by. And but mostly I'm just raising my 3 children. That's what I do.
Okay, let's see.
John's on like
I'm
99
on a lot of shows. I'm really doing okay. Got Penguins, Madagascar. Let's see, what else? I'm doing a recurring role on Kung Fu Panda, Legends of Awesomeness. That's a new show coming out on Nickelodeon. On Cartoon Network, of course. Adventure Time with Finn and Jake. Let's see, Generator Rex. What else? Gosh, Ben 10. Sheesh. Oh. What else? I got a lot of things going on. I'm scared. And Gears of War is coming out in September. I think there's another thing, but I'm gonna pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Oh. I've been doing Looney Tunes. There's a new Looney Tunes, and doing the voice of Elmer Fudd, which I also did in the Geico commercials.
Can we hear some Elmer Fudd?
Shh! Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. Nothing like a plain-dead hunter. And I'm doing this show called Mongo Wrestling Alliance, where I scream my bajongas off, and I guess. What else? Jungle Junction's a little kids show on the little kids network. Jungle Junction. It's like I'm doing like diabolical stuff all day and night, and then just coming in. Hi everybody. So yeah, my list isn't obnoxious as yours.
I just remembered I'm the Uncle Teddy on that Pepsi commercial too, if you've seen that. Yeah, that's funny.
Doing voices on Futurama, recording on Clone Wars. Got a new show coming out called Kaijudo.
I'm on that too.
Yes, you are.
Can we get John's mic turned up?
Let's turn this off.
You can pretty much assume anything else that we're doing, John is also on. Dead Island is coming out, doing that. Got a movie coming out this fall. Wait, what? Somebody like cueing me is what I'm doing? Like my publicist is out there. You're also doing! This fall I'll be appearing in Real Steel with Hugh Jackman. What else? Oh, and filling in on Yahoo Odd News, filling in for Greg Proops, although I'm nowhere near as smart. And today and tomorrow I'll be signing down on the exhibition floor at the Soul Geek booth. If anybody wants to come by and say hi. And what else? I think that's it.
I'm sitting in the underwear watching TV when I'm not doing Futurama. Oh, there's a visual you guys all want, just to be mind wiped, scrubbed out of yet. Actually, something kind of exciting just got announced downstairs, so I can finally break my secrecy agreement and tell you about it. A new show from Marvel Television called Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm Dr. Doom in that. Coolest take on Spider-Man yet, I gotta tell you. They showed the video, it was fantastic. On the Looney Tunes show with Billy on Yosemite Sam! And another bit of exciting news that also kind of just broke. I'm in Arkham City as Mr. Freeze. And Calendar Man, who's even creepier. And every now and again I whisper into a microphone and tell you to buy a Lexus. So that's what I'm going to
So I just want to say, I just want to talk for 30 seconds about what's coming up the rest of this summer on our new episodes, and then we're going to take some questions, and then as I said, we have a special event at the end of the panel. But still have new episodes for the rest of the summer. Thursdays at 10, Comedy Central. I have to do my plugging there. And it builds to kind of a big end this summer because, as is always the case, we did not know at the time we wrote them that we were going to be back. So instead of just writing our usual last episode ever, we did a double-decker for the end of this year where the second to last one, which is called Overclockwise, is our sort of usual last episode ever. It's kind of a big sci-fi story that is also kind of emotional with Fry and Leela. And in that episode, Bender gets overclocked, so his brain is running at very high speed and becomes this kind of super godlike being who has no interest in ordinary human affairs anymore because he's calculating so fast that he's almost seeing into the future, while meanwhile Fry and Leela are considering their future. And it's very touching. So that's our usual last episode ever. But then beyond that, as the very, very last episode, we have this episode called Reincarnation, which you just saw only 1/3 of. So the idea of that is Futurama's gone, but now it is back in 3 new forms. So you're actually going to see, in addition to the anime, the classic Fleischer black and white Futurama, and the 1980s video game Futurama. So we'll take some questions and then a special finale to the day. And we're going to give some prizes for good questions.
We've got a spotlight on.
My question is about Scruffy. I want to know more about Scruffy. Does he have a mysterious past, or is he going to have any love interests this season?
Well, of course, Dave Herman, one of our cast members who's not here, is the voice of Scruffy. So Dave Herman, I'll give him a round of applause.
You know David Herman. Michael Bolton in Office Space, you know David Herman. Anything he touches is comedy gold.
Matt Green, and words about Scruffy was actually drawn by Matt at the very beginning, like before the show was on the air. It was one of the original characters Matt drew, so Matt may have some insight.
Well, the original idea of Scruffy was that every time the spaceship landed, he was going to get crushed and killed, and then David appealed to my sense of compassion. We love Scruffy because we use him so little. I would imagine that there's probably some future with him and Mop Bucket.
For that question, we have a prize. If you want to come up.
No.
No?
This is coming out. This is a prototype. There's nothing in it.
Oh, I thought it felt kind of light.
Yeah.
I was actually shaking it and I didn't hear anything. But we're not giving that away. So that's an announcement. Okay. So look for that.
Boy, oh boy, I'm gonna land on income tax! Oh man!
However, we do have.
We'll be more. By the way, plenty of Scruffy coming next year. Already, I can tell you for a year from now, he's taken on. If he wasn't an exciting enough character already, he gets a notary license next year. And we could not get any more exciting than that.
So for the Hypnotoad devotee, we do have a nice Professor action figure for you. If you'll come up to the front, over here.
Next question.
I'm sorry, we only have time for one more question.
That? Really? Really?
Wow. 2 questions. Aren't you glad you waited in line for this panel?
The Brain Slugs would like to know whether or not previous seasons of Futurama will be released on Blu-ray.
We don't know. Next question. No, really? We honestly don't know. But I would propose we quickly give a prize and squeeze in a couple extra questions. Everybody run to the mic.
Okay.
Knock each other down.
For that question, we have a Futurama Volume 5 DVD.
We can shorten our special event and take a few more questions.
Okay, sorry. Everyone has reasons to hate Richard Nixon, and I've heard a lot of rumors why you do. I'm just curious, why do you always pick on Nixon? What's the fun?
Billy?
He drafted me in 1970. My draft lottery number was 16. 16, which meant out of 365, you were going first. They were stenciling my name on a footlocker, and I failed the physical exam, and I said, someday I'm going to get even with that son of a gun. And actually, me and Mo are in the Nixon Museum.
Yeah, at the Nixon Library.
The Nixon
Our voices
Library.
are there. They've got a clip of Nixon in popular culture, and the clips from Futurama are part of that. So in his own way, Nixon got back at Billy because Billy is part of the library now.
Welcome to my library! Now everybody read!
All right, come on up and receive yet another Futurama Blu-ray disc, Volume 5.
Receive the second.
Hello? Hi, I was wondering, since there's so many different aliens on the show, do the writers create them in the artists, or do the artists directly create them?
Well, of course, if it's a character in the show who has to have, if the plot requires them to have, I'm trying to think of something offhand, if they have to be made of jelly so that they can swallow someone whole or whatever, we usually describe that in the script. But I don't know, Pete Avancino, any process for designing crazy aliens at Rough Draft?
They're always, it always starts as a scripted character, and then there are the needs of the script. But we try to come up with something new that we haven't seen. Matt likes to see new characters, so we're trying to appeal to that. And sometimes if they're just total incidental, we might even make them an alien. If they don't have to be human. Is that good?
All right, for that question, we have a beautiful Super King action figure.
The best one of the three!
Let's keep the questions going. We can overlap them and squeeze
Hello,
them in
my name is
individually.
Victor Teran, and this question is for Matt. How do you feel being the inspiration for a lot of us trying to break into the industry?
There are too many of you. No, look, it is so gratifying. I've been coming to Comic-Con for probably more than 30 years, and seeing it change from a bunch of card tables that were kind of wobbly in the basement of, what was the hotel? Anyway, not here.
Cortez.
Yeah, and now it's this amazing gathering of people doing all sorts of amazing things. And I would suggest to you that in addition to checking out the big studios and the big name projects, go look at some of these independent creators on some of the other side aisles, because there's absolutely astonishing work being done. I would do I would do more exploration myself, but I keep on getting hassled for autographs and photo ops. But I'll get out there myself.
Of
There's
course,
some
none of
amazing
you
stuff
people
out there.
ever do that. But
Well, but you know what? This is true. I went at an animation award show at the Annie Awards. I met Pendleton Ward's mother, the guy who created Adventure Time. Yeah. And she said, she reminded me that she had brought her son over to my house when he was a kid, and to ask me how to break into animation. I do not recall what I said, but it worked out.
And I got a job out of it too. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.